My dad was a baseball coach. He coached for over 25 years, so I spent a lot of time going to his games and watching those guys play. One season, he was coaching an all-star team and was confronted by an angry parent. Dad had intentionally kept the man's son on the bench because he'd been injured. Dad had a rule about not playing guys who were hurt, especially if they would be getting ready for another sport as soon as the season was over. Even though the parents had all been informed of this boy's dad angrily busts into the dugout at the end of a tournament game. He said some words to my dad that I'd never heard before in person. Even though I'm sure my dad was angry and upset, he never showed it. He stood firm, made it clear that he was the coach, that he had the child's best interests in mind, and would not budge on his decision. In chapter 22 of Matthew, Jesus has his authority questioned a few different times in a few different ways by some angry religious leaders. They all try really hard to trip him up in order to cast doubt on his authority and strength. And even though they try to make him stumble, his responses to their questions are thoughtful and absolute. He leaves no doubt about what they need to know. He makes them think and even shuts them down with his teaching. Jesus shows his authority and strength as God in spite of clear opposition. Today, we all need to think about the power and authority of Jesus. His authority, even when questioned, is clear and complete. What makes that most amazing is that as King of the world with full power, strength, and lordship over all creation, Jesus cares about us. He hears our prayers and loves us in ways that we couldn't possibly understand. So take time today to think about Jesus' greatness, about his authority, and then thank him for hearing your heart and caring so very deeply about your soul.